Hi, I'm Jess Murphy. I'm a registered dietitian, and today I want to talk with you just a little bit about nutritional supplements and what value they bring to your health and well being. Now, how do nutrition supplements work? As a registered dietitian, I always encourage food first as a great way to get your nutrients. But from experience, I know that as Americans, we struggle a lot with eating our fruits and vegetables, and I also see a lot of vitamin D deficiencies. So, given that, I think nutritional supplements really do have a place in your nutritional well being, simply as a stopgap. Call it extra insurance. Is it hot? Can you overdo your supplements? Well, in most circumstances, you really can't overdo nutritional supplements. But I'm going to explain a couple of things regarding this. When it comes to your water soluble vitamins and minerals, your body is going to take what it needs. And what it doesn't need for that day, it will eliminate it effectively. That's why these are water soluble nutrients. Now, your fat soluble nutrients, you may want to be a little bit more mindful of because our body is able to store a certain measure of fat soluble nutrients, including those vitamins. And so, if you are taking fat soluble vitamin supplements, you're going to do so in a way that is giving you what you need without a buildup, which essentially too much of anything is not always a good thing. So, that's something you do want to avoid. Now, DYO Plus My Immune Boost is offering in excess of 100% daily value of your water soluble vitamins. And as I explained earlier on, what your body doesn't necessarily need, yeah, sure, it will eliminate, but you're getting a guarantee for those nutrients. And the fat soluble vitamins are offered as a once a week boost because DYO Plus knows that there is a certain measure of fat soluble vitamins that are required given our own body's ability to store these nutrients. Now, when is it a good time to take nutritional supplements? Well, generally speaking, anytime. But there are going to be some circumstances where maybe you really need that additional helping hand. Let's think of chronic stress or having work schedules where you're traveling a lot. Maybe you're not able to follow a consistent healthy diet. Maybe you are trying to fight off a cold or flu. In those circumstances, nutritional supplements can be really beneficial. DYO Plus is appropriate for anyone 17 years and older. Now, I also want to mention seasons. There are seasonal changes that we go through. Going into fall, it's generally cold and flu season. And then think of spring with allergies. These are times when your immune system is going to be challenged and pressured a little bit more. So, of course, taking a nutritional supplement to boost your immunity is going to be helpful during those times. DYO Plus ensures that you are getting those immune boosting nutrients according to what your body needs. But I do want to make it clear that if you are pregnant or you have medical conditions, maybe you're taking medications or other supplements, you always want to have a discussion with your healthcare provider before taking any other supplements. You just want to make sure that whatever you're taking, it's not interacting, not interfering, and you are getting what is the best fit for your health and well-being. How does DYO Plus My Immune Boost support your immunity? Well, let's think about it. Every day, your immune system is being challenged. I mean, there's good bacteria, there's not so good bacteria, there's viruses, there's all other pathogens. And I don't want to alarm anyone. A lot of bacteria is actually beneficial to our health. I mean, we are made up of millions of bacteria. But there's some that are going to test our immune systems. And this is where a supplement like DYO plus My Immune Boost is going to be sure that your immune system is ready to take care of business. I do want to go into some of the other lifestyle areas that you need to manage for supporting your immune system. Of course, you want to be sure you get enough sleep. Try follow that healthy diet. Think about chronic stress. You do want to have stress management to bring balance. And then, of course, you don't want to be smoking, and you do want to limit alcohol, because all of these are going to impact your immune system. But let's think of DYO plus My Immune Boost specifically speaking. So there's a couple of things I want to point out here. As mentioned earlier, you are getting an excess of 100% daily value for a lot of your water-soluble vitamins. Let's think of some of your B vitamins. Do want to clear something up about B vitamins. I get a lot of questions about, well, do B vitamins help me lose weight? Here's the deal about B vitamins. Consider them the toolbox for your body. They're going to make sure that everything's ticking along. They are going to ensure that your body's metabolism is at peak performance. So they're not increasing your metabolism. They are enhancing your body's metabolism. That is going to be important in supporting your immune system. I also want to mention other nutrients like zinc and chromium, for example. Plenty of evidence to support their immune-enhancing properties. But let's take a moment to think about your fat-soluble vitamins. A, D, E, K. Well, specifically speaking, vitamin D, the deficiency that I see very often in dealing with patients and clients. This product provides 100% daily value for vitamin D, that once a week dose. But, if you have deficiencies, you do need to talk to your healthcare provider about, well, is this sufficient? What else do I need? How do I supplement according to my needs? So I do want to just mention that for you as a consumer, taking care of your health. Now, is there a certain time of day to take nutritional supplements? Generally speaking, any time of day, but here's what I usually recommend. I tend to recommend taking it first thing in the morning when your digestion is kicking in and you are getting your day started. There is a little bit of evidence to suggest that the later you take your nutritional supplements, it may impact your sleep or quality of sleep. So I do want to just mention that. It's nothing better than starting your day with a good boost to your system. Now, do you need to take it with anything? No, the great thing about DYO plus My Immune Boost is it can be had entirely on its own. You don't need to have it with any water. You don't need to necessarily have it with any food. You can take it on an empty stomach, but just maybe follow up with a meal shortly after. And I do love that this is liquid form, that you can drink it. It tastes wonderful. Just really convenient to get in first thing in the morning. Now, speaking of convenience, consistency is helpful when it comes to taking your nutritional supplements. And so if you tend to be forgetful when it comes to, well, even taking your medications, do yourself a favor. Set yourself a reminder first thing in the morning, or keep your supplements near your coffee machine, or maybe near your toothbrush, because those are going to be typical morning routine habits. Making your coffee, brushing your teeth. If you have these visible, you're going to remember to take them. So do set up ways where you are being consistent. If you want to get the best bang for buck, consistency is really important. Now, DYO plus My Immune Boost. It's in liquid form. And I mentioned earlier, you don't really need to take it with anything. You can take it as is. Great. Here's the other benefit of liquid form. There is some evidence to suggest that liquid form nutritional supplements have a little bit over the edge when it comes to bioavailability. What is bioavailability? It is this incredible ability of your body to digest, absorb, and actually use the nutrients you have from food and also your supplements. Now, interestingly enough, if nutritional supplements are in liquid form, it makes it a little easier for your body to access those nutrients and to really put them to use. So I do really love that this is liquid form and it is so easy to take. Now, as a registered dietitian, I get lots of questions from patients and clients asking about nutritional supplements. Which one do I take? What's the deal? And here's the thing, is there's a lot of products out there that are not FDA regulated. Now, DYO plus My Immune Boost, the provider and producer is FDA regulated, and there are stringent safety and quality measures that are adhered to. The company really is vested in providing a quality nutritional bang for buck product. At the same time, they are in the process of registering with the United States Pharmacopoeia. Now, I use this as a backup for products that are not FDA regulated. If there is a product that has the USP, United States Pharmacopoeia label, that just gives me reassurance that there has been a third party that has been able to assess the quality and the safety of that supplement. And so the fact that DYO plus My Immune Boost is going the FDA route and the United States Pharmacopoeia USP route really tells me that they take the quality of their product very seriously. Now, I want to go into a couple of unique features about DYO plus My Immune Boost. As I mentioned earlier, they're going both the FDA route and in future the USP, United States Pharmacopoeia. So again, vested in the quality and safety of their product. But here's something that's really special. This is a woman-owned company, and they truly do understand the daily demands and unique needs of women, and they want to be sure that they are supporting women's wellness, health, and well-being, as well as natural beauty. So that's something that's very special to me as well. But their product is pretty universal. It can be used by anyone over 17 years of age. And as I mentioned earlier, what's important is for you just to double check with your healthcare provider what is a good fit for you for any nutritional supplements, along with your medications and additional supplements you are taking. Now, what are some other unique features of DYO plus My Immune Boost? Well, let's take a look at the packaging. You're going to see a 30-day supply of your nutrients. You've got your Monday through Friday water-soluble vitamins and your once-a-week weekend boost of fat-soluble vitamins. Now, why do they do this? If, as a product, they are trying to avoid the use of fillers and preservatives, which I will tell you for a lot of nutritional supplements, there are fillers and preservatives. And you want to be sure whatever supplement you take that you are getting nutritional bang for buck. So the thought behind this is giving you nutritional bang for buck in separating the water soluble from the fat soluble. First of all, you're getting the water soluble on a more frequent basis because your body's using and it's eliminating and it's using and eliminating. The fat soluble is that once a week because you are able to store some of your fat soluble nutrients. At the same time, in separating them, you're not having to use as many fillers and preservatives to be able to bring the two together and marry them into one product. The other thing that I really, really love about this is it's a daily dose. So there are other liquid supplements that are on the market, but here's the thing, you buy it in a big bottle. And each time you're opening that bottle, you're introducing oxygen. And oxygen over time does tend to maybe just degrade or break down the integrity of your nutrients. Whereas as a single dose, you are getting the best quality right there and then. You're not having to worry about opening and closing the same bottle. At the same time, tinted glass. There's a lot of thought that's gone into this. Tinted glass, because you're trying to reduce as much light, and that light can also begin to degrade and break down the integrity of the nutrients. So, I mean, as a product, there's been so much thought that has gone behind this to really make it every bit nutritional bang for buck. Now, one other thing I want to mention about DYO plus My Immune Boost, and really the company as a whole, their packaging, they're using glass bottles. Well, glass bottles you can recycle, unlike plastic. I mean, there is plastic everywhere in our environment. So if we can reduce the use of plastic, we're doing our environment a favor. At the same time, for every box of product you purchase, a tree is planted, taking into consideration the requirement for packaging, cardboard packaging. So I really think the idea of being socially responsible and looking out for the environment, how can we be more sustainable? How can we be more green? This is something that I expect more companies should be taking on, particularly companies that concern health and wellness. Because let's face it, environmental health is connected to our health. We cannot separate the two. And DYO Plus does recognize that and is doing what they can to reduce their carbon footprint and support our well-being as a society. For convenience sake, right, if you travel and you're on short trips, so easy to take these with you, so easy to drink on the run. All in all, what I believe to be a great product.